Today I have got my thoughts on the 13 Ghosts series of Scooby-Doo, and this series ran on and off. The first original series ran from 1985 to 1986, having a total of 13 episodes, which they only caught 12 of the ghosts from the series, and back then the ghosts were supposed to be real. And the original series only had Shaggy, Scooby, Daphne, and a Eskimo kid, which was named Flim Flam, and then you had Scrappy Doo, were like the only main characters in the series. And then you also had Vincent Van Ghoul. That was his introduction to the series, which was voiced by Vincent Price, who passed away in 1991, I believe. And this original series is definitely a lot better than the final movie they did for the series. And the first 12 ghosts from the series are actually real, which was a really nice change for the time. And so that was really nice to see, and that was one of the things that I liked about the series. And then the fact that they changed up the characters, because at that time Shaggy was going through his red shirt 80s years, where he wore a red shirt and blue jeans. And Daphne had a slightly different look to her character as well, which actually looked really good. And so those are some of the main points for the original series, and a lot of the points that I like about the series. One of the things I probably least like is the fact that the episodes are pretty much follow the same pattern every episode other than the first one. But the other 12 episodes of the series follow pretty much the same pattern, which makes them a little bit repetitive and boring. So getting through them was kind of hard. But still, it was enjoyable to watch. And then for the new movie that came out earlier this year, that was a really nice surprise, and a relatively good movie for a newer movie, because I'm not a big fan for a lot of the newer movies, but this one was really, really good. It changed up everything that they had done for the past couple of years, so that was really nice. Even though one of the big letdowns to this movie, and probably the biggest letdown to this movie overall, is the fact that the final ghost from the 13 Ghost series turns out to be fake. So it turns out to basically be Vincent Van Ghoul's like guardian angel or something. And it's like, really? So it ends up being someone kind of in a mask, which is kind of a letdown. But they made up for it in other ways, which the story build up, where they sell off everything and you get a ton of Easter eggs to a lot of other Scooby-Doo movies and series, which I found a YouTube video recently showing off a lot of Easter eggs from other movies and Scooby-Doo series. And there's quite a lot in the garage sale scene in The Curse of the 13th Ghost, so if you guys want a ton of Easter eggs in one single movie, check out The Curse of the 13th Ghost if you want a ton of Easter eggs. And another thing I really like about this movie is we find out that what Fred was doing through the 80s, I guess he was taking a cheer class through the 80s while Daphne, Scooby, and Shaggy were hunting down a real ghost. And so that was honestly kind of surprising. And then Daphne gets a whole character redesign for this movie, which is definitely a good thing. Because in this movie, she changes up her look completely, even though it's back to the normal that they'd been using since Mystery Incorporated by the Return to Zombie Island movie, which I don't have yet. But I will have a thoughts video out for it once I get the movie. But for this movie, they changed up the look of her character, which was a really nice change, and is one of the reasons I think she's the best character in this entire movie. And so, those are just some of my favorite things from 13 Ghosts to Scooby-Doo series. And if you guys are wondering if I recommend the movie, very much recommend it over Return to Zombie Island. So, you guys can tell me your thoughts on this series thoughts video in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more, because I will do more in the future.